position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the opening possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. And that's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Might be changing the route. Williams looking for a man. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see, and the pass pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Rides to back and leaves it. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going to take a shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. Now the lead is down to 11. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Might be calling a hot route. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Williams looking for a man. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going right to work up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here on third down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Childs. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch on the left. Off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to change now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Spartans send out the punt unit. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. The offense changing the play. Williams will pass. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Casper. At midfield, he's got room. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the 1st quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the 2nd. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. He's got it on the run. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. This is softening up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Oregon. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Fires toward the end zone.
Whoa.
Touchdown, Sparty. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. A full dive to haul that one in. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Williams will pass. Looking to scramble. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. They really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. From the gun. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Back to throw, it's Child. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through to the pressure.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Nearly Kicked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over FIU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's in open space downfield. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Creates a little room. Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I'd love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Rides the back and leads it on the option. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Childs. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Gets the back moving. The toss to the outside. Gets it past the marker. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. To the ground. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Casper. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
56, Michigan State 20. Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
The give out of the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eating.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run it on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to throw, it's Childs. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Michigan State 27.
He'll bring it out. It's Casper. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Dances away to buy time. At the 20, he's got space.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flag's down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Using his feet. Turning it on. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Brings it down on the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Just when you think this offense had its back against the wall, suddenly they're across midfield with a 1st and 10.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to do it on the ground. Slithers into space. He's loose on the right. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.